Yo, chat, what we saying? What we saying? We are back, people. We are back in sunny Manchester. Sunny, glorious Manchester. We are back. It's good to be back. Dobby's in the chat. We locked in. We ready. We are refreshed. Energy, full bars. Been a good trip, South Africa. Thank you so much for an amazing time. But we are back, people, man. Thank you very much. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's good. And yeah, man, what we saying, guys? What we saying in the building? Man, I'm saying I'm glowing, you know. Jeez, come on. We outside, man. We outside. So, people, hope you lot are well, man. It's been a good trip. And we're back on the grind, man. We're back on the grind. That's what you got to do, man. You enjoy yourself, you grind. Work hard, grind. Repeat. So yeah, man. Honestly, guys, South Africa, best holiday ever. Actually, the best trip ever. If anything can top South Africa, then let me know. Let me know where you want me to visit next. So let's see, man. But what we saying, man? Man got a tan, yeah. Jeez, what? You know what's magic about this here? I didn't really miss a lot, you know. We heard about the Florian Wirtz situation. We knew about Liverpool doing their shenanigans. We knew about Man City. Man City were busy, but I didn't miss too much, which was good. You know, there weren't no bombers. You know what I mean? There weren't no high-profile names that happened. You feel me? So, yeah, man. But we have some interesting news to talk about, and that is Bryan Mbeumo. If you remember, guys, yeah, if you actually remember, when I left, yeah, on the 3rd, was it the 2nd of June? The 2nd of June, we got the news that Manchester was, I think it might have been 1st or 2nd. I don't know what day it was here. We got the news that David Ornstein brought us that Bryan Mbeumo chose Manchester United. So that was the latest we heard. Man United put in a bid in a couple of days later, 45 million plus 10 millions in add-ons. That was the latest I heard. After that, I said to myself, you know what? It's cool. Man, the job's half done. The job is half done. He's chosen by United. We know what's going on. It's just a case of, you know what? Don't get too mad, guys. This is what I've done so many times at Man United, is that we have gone too mad at situations that we can't control. The bid will come in. How many times have we gone mad at, oh, United haven't put a bid in, or United haven't done this, United haven't done that? Obviously, at that time, Thomas Frank's name wasn't mentioned with Tottenham. We didn't know Andrew was getting sacked. I only knew about Andrew getting sacked, yeah, when I was in South Africa. When we were actually at the Big Six link-up, backyard chat, we got the here we go breaking news. So it's only really materialized because Thomas Frank now is at Tottenham. And that's where this news has come from Lyle Thomas of Sky Sports. And listen, people, Sky Sports doing exclusives in 2025, I don't know about that. I don't know about this one. I can't lie to you. Normally you hear exclusives from Fabrizio, David Ornstein, maybe a Bettingo, maybe someone else. But Sky Sports news in 2025? Exclusives? Nah, man. You got to be tripping, man. You got to be tripping with me. But this brother here, Lyle Thomas, senior football news editor, has said Tottenham have held discussions with Brentford about a potential deal for Bryan Mbeumo. Frank to Spurs increases their chance. Of course, it's going to increase their chances. I mean, it's not rocket science. Former manager goes to a club that's in the Champions League. Of course, it's going to enhance their chances of getting, you know what I mean, Bryan Mbeumo. But they also remain interested in Antoine Semenyo of Bournemouth, which makes me believe that if they don't get Mbeumo, they're going to obviously go for Antoine Semenyo. So that is the situation right now we have. And right now, like I said to you guys, a lot of people could go mad. Everyone can have panic stations. Everyone could do whatever. I'm chilled. The reason why I'm chilled is he's given us our word. He's given us his word that United, I want United. I don't want Tottenham. I don't want Chelsea. I don't want Arsenal. I don't want Newcastle. He's giving his word to Manchester United. So everybody, just relax. Just calma. You know, Tottenham are just trying to entertain it. They're trying to see if they can get into the club. They're trying to see if they can get on the guest list. Brother, you're not on the guest list, bro. You might have Champions League football. You might have the Louis Vuitton. You might have all of that, yeah. But brother, he said no to you lot. You know what I mean? Same way he said to his former manager, Thomas Frank, he said, I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you to go to Manchester United. So at the end of the day, we haven't got Champions League football. Neither have Brentford got Champions League football. So he's given us his word. Thomas Frank, obviously, why wouldn't Thomas Frank do this, guys? Why wouldn't Thomas Frank test the waters? Why wouldn't Thomas Frank say, you know what? Why don't we try and go and get Mbuemo? You've got Champions League football. You're a top 6 club. You're a big 6 club. Why don't we try and say, you know what? Let's move. Let's try and make it a situation where we can go get Mbuemo. So I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people will panic. I am not panicking. I don't think for me, unless they put a bid in, or unless it becomes serious, where we start to see that, he's actually going to do what he's going to do, then fair enough. I can then say whatever. Manchester United, at this minute, do need to get going, though. I'm not saying Man United needs to rest on their laurels and be like, yo, we've taken his word for it. There's a verbal agreement. Verbal agreements don't work in 2025 anymore. One thing that I do agree with, though, is that verbal agreements do not work in 2025. You've got to make sure you put a bid in, and then you get the deal done. Because Tottenham do have Champions League football. Tottenham, he doesn't know their manager. So they do have slight advantage, but he has given us our word. Now, he then expects Man United to make a bid. They are waiting for that second bid coming in now. And I don't know what the second bid is. Is it 60 million? Is it 65 million? Is it 70 million? What is it? I don't even know what the bid is right now. Right now, Man United bid is 45 million plus 10 million. Right now, the next one has to be 55 million plus 5 million add-ons, or maybe 60 million flat, 60 million fee, we move on. And if it's 60 million, I'll take that for me. I know a lot of people might say, oh, but it's a lot of money. Listen, bro, it's got to that point now where get your brother. Go and get him. Forget all of this analysts and this, that, the other, and always overspending. Go and get the brother, bro. Stop falling in this trap of, oh, but look what we spent. You get hits. You get misses. You get the Shirky deal. That can happen. All of a sudden, 35 million release clause. It looks like a bargain. But at the same time, guys, I'm being truly honest with you people, yeah? Let's forget about the money for now. 60 million for a Prem-proven player who knows the league inside out. He scored 20 goals this season. I think he scored double digits the season before. He improves his team significantly. Go and get the brother. The success rate of him at Man United is very, very high. You're looking at 75% to 80%. You see what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, Spurs ain't going to do shit, bro. Toby, you ain't going to do shit, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't that guy, bro. Yeah? Tottenham, you ain't that guy. When have we ever been... Like, they're not going to talk about Mateus Tell, bro. Who's Mateus Tell, seriously? They're not even buying Mateus Tell. These men are not even buying Mateus Tell for 60 million. And they want to talk about Mbuemo. Get out of there, man. Seriously. I've had enough. You know what I mean, bro? Like, there is no way Manchester United are going to get beat by Tottenham Hotspur. It's not happening. They may have deals in the Europa League, but it ain't happening, bro. And United need to make sure that does not happen. Yes, we're on the ground. We're going to gas it up. We're going to be this, that, the other. We're going to be kind of almost like the battalions, the army for Man United. We're the spokespeople. We defend our club week in, week out. WhatsApp groups here and there. But at the same time, Manchester United at the minute, yeah, need to get the job done. They need to. It's out of our hands. But at this minute right now, United have got half the job done. You've got a player who's saying, I'm coming to Man United. You know what I mean, people? So what are we doing here? If we don't make this deal, then that is a disgrace on Ineos. And this is where further proof that I'm not celebrating no Ineos prop. I told you lot before, I ain't about that. This is the least thing they can do. This is what ownership meant to do. Since when we were there for to praise Ineos? Since when we're here for to be like, oh, look what they've done. Give respect to Ineos. This is where I'm just like, relax, guys. You see when everyone had their shades on last week and everything like that? Cool. It's fair enough. Everyone's got the right to do what they want to do. But for me, until the job is finally done, yeah, there ain't no celebrating. We've not done anything. You know, so we need to be very, very careful, and we need to be understanding that, yo, Tottenham cannot beat us to Bryan Mbeumo. Let me make that clear, guys. Tottenham Hotspur cannot beat us to Bryan Mbeumo. It's simple as that, bro. Yes, the manager's there, Thomas Frank, but they cannot beat us, bro. It's as simple as that. Don't worry, boys. It's only Spurs 2025 remix. Don't worry, boys. Only Man United. Listen, listen. You know what it is here? Everyone can go mad, bro. But I'm sorry, Sky Sports exclusive. Miss me with that. Like, why is everyone going mad about Sky Sports exclusive? Since when did you lot think that Sky Sports had any sort of... Brother, I was watching them today in the car, bro. Them man just literally regurgitate what people say. Them man repeat what people say. That's all they're there for. Sky Sports is called slow sports news. Like, real talk, man. I don't know. Cave Scalagon. What's his name? Cave, what's he called? That man don't know what's going on. You know what I mean, people? So I don't really look for Sky Sports to me. I'm looking at Ben Jacobs. And Ben Jacobs, who's come out and listen, he's having a very, very good run right now. He's having a very, very good month, good year. But he said here, although Tottenham has stepped up their interest in Bryan Mbeumo, as called by Sky Sport Live, conversations are not yet advanced. They're not yet advanced. Ours is advanced because you know why? We've got the yes from Bryan Mbeumo. We've got the yes. We've got personal terms agreed. We've probably got wages agreed. Most of the stuff is outlined and it's ready. Man United just need to get a bid that's going to be accepted from Brentford Football Club. He says here, Brentford wanted in excess of 60 million and Bryan Mbeumo's preferred option is Man United. Spurs made aware of this, but before Thomas Frank joined. This is where the bit where it gets a little bit sticky. This is where I'm not going to say to you, it's not going to happen totally. There is a percentage that it could happen. You know what I mean? But as it stands right now, what I'm saying to you is that this was not meant to happen before this brother had came. It's because this brother has came now that there's been slight movements that have been happening. A lot will depend on whether Man United will meet the valuation. Spurs prepared to better Man United's rejected 45.10 million offer if given encouragement, but also have Antoine Semenyo and Tyler Diblin on their list. They can enjoy. This is what I'm saying. They've already got backups ready. The moment you start putting backups already, yeah, that's when you know you've lost this. You know what I mean? We don't have no backups. We only have one player, and that is Bryan Mbeumo coming into the football club. So at this minute right now, they are already looking at backups. They already look at potential targets if they don't get him. So I suggest that Toby and them man go and look at them man there, bro. No disrespect to Semenyo, no respect to Tyler Diblin. You got to be focused on them man there. You know what I'm saying to you, bro? So you enjoy them, man. Even though for me they're not that bad, and I think for me they can still improve Tottenham. I'm just like, yo, you man do you, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? You man do you. Why the F has not a second bid not be submitted? That's where I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the little bit of a worry. But it's still early in the transfer window. It's still early. Like I did this last year, and bro, Xerxes came through the door. Onana. Delic came through the door. Mazarawi came through the door. Like, they happened. You know what I'm saying to you? I get it. We're going to be, you know what I mean? We're going to have, what's it called? Itchy feet. But I just feel like for me now, it's like they know what needs to be done. They know that I'm going to be on their necks. Pause. So that's why for me, I'm like, yo, do not let me down. You see, when your pops here has an expectation of you. Like, he has an expectation of you. And when you fail, the belt is out. Where's my belt? The belt's out. He's ready for you. He knows, yo, I've made expectation of you. You need to make it happen. If Ineos don't make this summer happen, the belts will be out. We'll be back in the car park. Yeah? There will be severe consequences for these lot. You know what I mean? There will be, there might be riots, bro. There has to be riots. Not just from me only. The whole fan base needs to be out there rioting on Ineos. So for me, it's like, do your job. I'm not here gassing anything up. I've got an expectation of this summer. I've said 5 to 7 signings this summer. 5 to 7 signings, bro. So you got to make it happen. It's as simple as that. So for me, it's like, yo, I ain't here for no mess around people. I ain't here for no dilly-dallying around and saying, oh, but we got, like, bro, the man got to do their job. 5 to 7 signings I need this summer. If I don't see it, shit's going down. You hear that, people? Shit's about to get going down. Because we ain't here for no mess about or dramas. We ain't here for that. We need to be on our job, and that is it. Where's my balaclava? You know what? Where is my balaclava? Let me check if my balaclava's in here. I don't know if it's in here. I got my army one. Do you want to go general? I got my army balaclava here. Where's my other balaclava? That's the only one I've got for now. The other one's in my other bag. It's in my suitcase. So, if that man want to mess around, bro, we outside the building. The different sort of like, you might thought we're upgrading now. People. We're upgrading. Yeah? Telling you now, people. Leave you in the car park. It's on a different level right now. Ineos. Make some silence. We ain't messing around this summer. I'm telling you. This summer ain't no joke, you know, Ineos. Get some silence in the door, bro. I'm leveling up. You better level up. Yeah? Last time it was all jokey, smiley. This time right now, it ain't easy right now. You know what I'm saying? We outside, bro. Yo, that's it, bro. You see what's going down? You see what? Yo, listen. South Africa taught me a lot of things, you know. I was chilling with the lions in South Africa. I was chilling with the rhinos. That man taught me some fear. That man, we're hunting. Yeah? Day and night, hunting. Ineos, you need to be hunting day and night. No fear. I was chilling with the hyenas in the nighttime. So don't be letting Tottenham Hotspur and them man there start getting us for no mugs. You feel me? We ain't no mugs, you know. Onana, see you later, bro. I'm seeing Onana wants to stay. See you later. So this is what could happen, people. This is what could happen if we don't start acting right. You feel me? So, yo, like, it ain't easy right now, people. Snatching your chain yet again. Why Ineos not budded? Spurs are like South Africa Lake. It would be crazy to jump in there. Yo, don't jump in the lakes. I can't lie to you. Don't jump in the lakes. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like, for me, it's like, I get everyone's frustration. For me, I don't look at no, I'm looking at alternatives to Bryan Mbeumo, yeah? And I'm being really, really honest with you. I'm not really liking them, bro. Tyler Diblin, Semenyo, they're not Bryan Mbeumo. They're not. We missed out on Turkey. We missed out on Turkey. We missed out. Who else is out there? You know what I mean, bro? Like, you need to be going for the main prize. There is not much out there, people. So that's why I'm like, yo, Stick with your first targets, people. Stick with your first targets, because after that, it's looking very smelly. It's looking very smelly, people. That's all I'm saying to you, lot. Myself, I need to go on holiday every week. Guys, how many likes are we on, by the way? How many likes are we on, by the way? Also, yeah, there's this thing here, by the way, from Tottenham Hotspur. Coincidentally, you know what I mean? By I don't know how, yeah, today they come out with an article. The same day that they put some interest in Bryan Mbeumo, they come out with this article today from the Telegraph. Tottenham are suing Sir Jim Ratcliffe Ineos Automotive Limited after Ineos asked to withdraw from their sponsorship deal with Tottenham 2 years early. Bloody hell, 2 years early. Flipping out, mate. How bad is that? 2 years early, bro. How much did Jim Ratcliffe save out of that, bro? How much did he save out of that, people? Like, man said 2 years early, you know. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro. But obviously, I don't know how much money he offered, how much money he was giving them per year. You get me? It is what it is. But for me, it's like, yo, bro, like, man needs to fully invest in Man United, bro. So at the end of the day, if that means he's fully invested in Man United, then so be it. But if that's a case of, right, man's broke and he needs to save every bit of money that he can, then, yo, it ain't easy right now. You know what I mean, bro? I don't know why he wants to take it off anyway. Why don't you just keep it there? It looks like a decent sponsor. It's on the sofa as well. It's not on the sofa. It's on the training where they sit on the dugout. It looks decent, bro. Just keep sponsoring them, man. Make your money, bro. Unless, like I said to you, he's not getting much out of it. That's the thing for me. If he's not getting much out of it, then of course, as a businessman, you have to outweigh the kind of the losses versus what you want to do. You feel me? So at the end of the day, if it means that he can invest more money to Man United, so be it. But at the same time, like I said to you, it does look a bit sticky. I can't lie, bro. I don't know how many sponsors he's dropping out of. Even his little chemical stuff that he has in Asda and all of that, even that's gone bust and nobody's really buying that. That was probably more COVID times where people used to buy hand sanitizers and whatnot. That's when the stocks were high. You feel me? So it is what it is. Saeed, also in the same position, and you have been South Africa and back my club. Listen, you know what it is, bro? Only really Man City have really done anything. And Liverpool, no one's really done much. Chelsea are there chasing Brino Kittens, is it? Is it Brino Kittens or Kittens? I don't even know which one it is. The Tiski's telling me one every other day. Brino Kittens for 50 million? Like, bro, that's the level that we're on right now. That man won 50 million for Brino Kittens. That's dead. That is dead. This is why I'd rather spend 50 to 55 million on Mbuemo. I'd rather do that, people. I'd rather do that than spend all that money on Brino Kittens, bro. Like, it's too much for a 20-year-old that hasn't really done much for Dortmund. He's been an impact. He's been someone that can, you know, he's got a bit of quality. He's quick. You know, he's someone that can play on the left and the right. He's maybe one for the future, but they can do for the future. We can't. The difference between us and them, they've got top four secured. They've got a very, very quality squad. They've got options. They've got depth. Like, they can afford to do that. We don't have the option to do that. We don't. We need players that can come in, mash work now. Cunha, mashing up work now. Mbuemo, mashing up work now. Gyokeres, mashing up work now. You see what I'm trying to say to you, people? We need man that can mash up work now. I ain't here for no long-term vision. Yeah? No long-term vision. I need a 2 to 3 year plan. What are we doing in the next 2 years? Forget that. What are we doing in the next 18 months? The next 18 months, I need to know Man United have got top four and they've won a trophy. Right, cool. How do you level up from that? United now going to do this. They're going to go do this. Then they're going to compete for the title. Step by step by step. If this season means top six with a trophy. Then top four with a trophy. Then challenge for the league with a trophy. So there you go. Every year there's an elevation. There's a you get what I'm trying to say, guys, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm not saying Project 2028. What I'm trying to say to you is that we've got some sort of like platform to succeed. You see what I'm trying to say, people? So that's all I want, bro. I'm seeing Liverpool and Man City are two nearest rivals. We can't allow us to be the laughing stock in the Northwest. You see, you man around the world, you've got a blessing, you know. I'm in the middle. I've got Liverpool on one side. Works, Frimpong. They're probably going to get some more players. Man City, Turkey, Nouri, Riders. We have to be serious. We can't be the laughing stocks in the Northwest. We need to be fixing up, people. To Arsenal, they're not bothered. Chelsea, they're not really hitting the target. London's dead right now. You see, London, it's not really doing much over there. But you see the Northwest, it's getting hot right now, people. It's getting hot right now. So we need to do something about it. Guys, can we get these likes up, people? How many likes are we currently on right now, people? What is the like situation saying? Let's get to at least 500 likes, bro. You know what I mean? We need at least 500 likes, people, because right now, it ain't easy right now. I'll be real with you. We don't know what's going on with Osimhen. We're hearing that there's some news about Osimhen, guys. Again, do I think it's going to happen or not? I'm not sure, if I'm being truly honest with you. But there was some news about Osimhen. There was some news yesterday about Ekatike. But Osimhen, again, has come up. Again, we don't know. 1 minute it's Osimhen. 1 minute it's the situation. But Man United apparently have reopened talks to sign Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen. The problem is, it's the wages, bro. That's the problem. So 1 minute is Osimhen, 1 minute is Gyokeres, 1 minute is Ekatike. They're trying to play us for fools, bro. Like, we need one. That's all we need. One of them. So let us know which one it is, and we can move forward. For me personally, I would go for Gyokeres. I would go with someone that at least the manager knows, and the manager at least knows Wagwan with him, bro. That's what I would do. If I'm being truly honest with you, I would go with Gyokeres. A lot of people say, you know what, go for Osimhen. A lot of people are saying go for, big up to Miller. She's saying go for Osimhen. I don't know. I'm being really, really honest with you. I don't know. I don't know right now in a minute. You get me? Because we don't know what Osimhen wants, Miller. This brother doesn't know what he wants, though. What does he want, Osimhen? Now, real talk, Miller, what does he want? Like, does he want wages? Does he want Champions League football? Like, what does he actually want, bro? I really, really would love to know, like, what goes through their heads. The Gyokeres one is very, very complex. The Gyokeres one is very, very complex in the fact that he's got a big, big kind of almost beef with the owners of Sporting Lisbon. They need to understand what the sort of release clause is. They've not even established what the release clause is. That's what the crazy thing about the Gyokeres one is that he's coming out saying, I will speak out. Like, brother, what sort of this Netflix drama is this, bro? I mean, I know Netflix is good, yeah, but brother, we ain't here for no Netflix, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Let me see what he said here, Gyokeres. He said something here, bro. Like, man's going on about we got a lot to talk about. Brother, we ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. He's saying here, there is a lot of talk at this moment of it, and most of it is false. I will speak when the time is right. This is crazy, guys. Honestly, I've never ever seen anything like this. Man said I'll speak when the time is right, you know. When is the right time, bro? When is the right time? They're adamant, Sporting Lisbon, they want at least a minimum of, I think it's around about 70 million. It could be a bit more. But they don't want 100 million euros, but they want something more than 50 million euros plus 10 million add-ons. They want a bit more than that. Manchester United at this minute right now are only going to be offering him around about that 60 to 70 million euros margin. So I don't know. His agent is saying they have written proof of gentleman's agreement for 60 million plus 10 million add-ons. But again, what does that mean, Miller? written proof of genuinely, they don't need to do nothing, Miller. This is the problem with gentleman's agreement. Like, what happens then? Does it go to a lawyer? Does it go to I don't know, CAS, the people above that make the decisions? Who does it go with then? What happens then? A gentleman agreement really means nothing. I don't even know if that even goes to court. You know, like if it's written down though, maybe, and if it's signed and delivered, maybe he can do that. If it's signed by the guy from Sporting and he actually signs it, then they can maybe go to court. But if it's not signed, if it's just a verbal agreement, whatever, what if it's notes written down on notes? You see how you got notes, guys? What if it's just notes? You know what I mean, bro? What if it's just notes? You know what I mean? Man said transfer notes, bro. You know what I mean? Transfer Love Island need to talk to all the girls. It's crazy. United got to let Gyokeres a Sporting fight and then sweep when the time is right. This is what I'm thinking, bro. This is what I'm trying to say. I think United fans don't get involved in what's going on. Like, just let the drama unfold. Let everything marinate in the way it needs to be. That's what I would say, people. I would really, really tell everyone, let them man bicker. And if United just come swooping in underneath, just sweep it under it and just do what they need to do. That's what Man United need to do, people. You see what I'm trying to say? That's what we need to be on. Let them man scrap. Because for me, just under the radar, boom, do your job. Simple as that. Pay whatever it needs to be done, then good. See you later. But at this minute, it's between Gyokeres and Sporting Lisbon. It's not between Man United and Sporting Lisbon, it's between Gyokeres and Sporting Lisbon. What we're hearing from Fabrizio Romano is that they're in contact daily. Manchester United are in contact daily for Gyokeres. They're in contact daily, people. This is the video that explains it all, people. I'll let you play this video.
So guys, let me start today's video by returning to a story I was mentioning to you yesterday, also to enter into more details of the Victor Gyokeres story, because now many details are coming also to the press, to the media, and it's important to clarify something according to my information on Victor Gyokeres. What's going on? Basically, as I told you yesterday, there was an agreement. This is the player position, of course, then Sporting have their own position, and of course we respect all of them, but there was an agreement between the agents of the player and Sporting with the previous director, Ugo Viana, who is now at Manchester City, for Victor Gyokeres.
That also as well, yeah, guys, has messed everything up, by the way. Yeah, video. What really messes up, yeah, is that Ugo Viana was the guy that arranged a lot of this stuff. He's now gone to Man City. So the other guy that's come in, he's trying to flex his muscles. He's trying to obviously do his things his own way. So that's where, as well, a lot of it has been kind of, maybe there's a miscommunication. And the handover hasn't been as smooth as what they wanted.
To leave the club for 65 million euros guaranteed fee plus add-ons in this summer transfer window. Then what happened? That Ugo Viana left the club. Gyokeres decided to stay at Sporting to respect the club. They won everything together. The league, the cup, 73 goal contributions this season. An unbelievable season again for Victor Gyokeres. But Sporting at the moment don't want to give the green light to that price, because the president said in public, and this is Sporting position, that they are not accepting any pact. They are not recasting the clause, 100 million euros, but still more than 65 million euros, something probably around 85 million euros, and Gyokeres is not happy. What I wanted to add to you today is that my understanding is that Victor Gyokeres is really not happy with the situation. Also disappointed because he always gave his best to Sporting in terms of goals, assists, performances, leadership, trophies, but he didn't want to leave the club in a bad way, in a bad mood. And so at the moment, the situation is quite tense between player side and Sporting. Let's see what's going to happen there, because as we know, there is interest from several clubs. He's still in the list at Arsenal. There is Manchester United calling on daily basis for Victor Gyokeres. There are calls from Italy, also from Juventus, but it's complicated financially to make it happen unless they find a solution for Dusan Vlahovic. So there are many things to mention in the next days for Victor Gyokeres, but the state of the story today is a really tense story between Gyokeres.
Okay, cool. So it's tense. It's tense. And I don't see it really. Like I said, Ugo Viana was the one that should have been really coming to Man United. That would have been smooth for Ruben Amorim. But at the same time, like I said to you, for me, this is not gonna be kind of almost fixed in the next day or two, week. I reckon this could be next week, week after. This is gonna be a slow process, people, because then we still have to agree personal terms. We still have to agree, etc., etc. Where does he want to go? He may want to go to Arsenal. We don't know yet. Like, he may really want to go to Arsenal. Like, he might not want to come to Man United. Man United are someone that I'll be linked with him, but he may not want to come to Man United. So, like, we have to still be diligent in what we do. Like, we still got to have many options. We still got to have maybe Mateta involved, Osimhen, Gyokeres, and who's the other one as well? There's another striker as well. So we got to play around with a couple of them, bro, and start to analyze, what do we want as a football club? What do we need? Because we can't just be relying on one striker this summer. So let's see, man. Listen, the problem with Arsenal is 1 minute they're saying, and also Ekitike, yeah. Ekitike is someone that, for me, guys, I'm not sure about. I like the idea of Ekitike, but I don't know about the reality of Ekitike. My thing is with Ekitike is that I generally think he could be a star for Man United, but then I'm also kind of like, the pressure, what if it doesn't work out? And then you know what this United fan base is like. Straight away, ain't good enough, this and that, the other, blah, 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 get him gone. It is what it is. So for me, it's like, I like the idea, but I would rather go for a more experienced profile. Ekitike is someone that you could bring in with another striker. If you go and get Gyokeres, you can bring in Ekitike. But we have one game a week. We don't really need two strikers next season. Probably need one. Xerxes back up. We move from there. Because 85 million euros is 85 million is a lot of money, guys. It is a lot of money. Like, for a guy that's probably had his best season, just now, and he's still not developed yet, and he's still not at his level, we have to be careful. Big up my guy, Butterduck said, big up Saeed, we have stalled, get these men in financial takeover FC. Big up my guy, bro. He says, also, the gentleman agreement was between Hugo Viana and now he has gone City. Get the credit card out, sign this man. A gentleman's agreement is lawful in court. You just need the money to fight it out in court. Bloody hell. We ain't got that much money, bro. Man said we ain't got the money. But my thing is this, guys, yeah, what are Arsenal doing? Once we know what Arsenal are doing, Gyokeres should be free reign. It should be a case of United are only going to be the team that are really after him. Yeah, Juventus are there and they've had a little bit of whatever, but it really should be United full on Gyokeres, business done. But we don't know what Arsenal are doing. They seem to be flirting with the idea of Sesko, but then Gyokeres. Sesko, Gyokeres. Like, it seems to me that they're flirting with the idea of 1 minute it's been Gyokeres, 1 minute it's Sesko. So if there are any Arsenal fans in the chat right now, what is it that you guys are really interested in? You know what I mean, bro? Big up to my guy Vex, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? It would have been between Gyokeres and Sporting, not us, with a gentleman agreement on paper, but you can take them off court for sure. Yeah, that's what, listen, they need to do that. But Berta wants Sesko, Berta wants Gyokeres. That's what I'm saying, bro. So many conflicting reports, bro. Like, they're keeping it open, but it's like, bro, if Man United can, if this situation, yeah, big up to Halim, he says Berta is known to do 2 deals at once and picks between, that's crazy. That is crazy, bro. You see right there, that is dangerous, bro. Because you can't be putting two man in one like, that's crazy, bro. If they're trying to do 2 deals at once, yeah, and then end up signing one of them only, that's crazy. Like, for me personally, they're not going to do 2 because they've already got Havertz anyway. So Havertz is classed as a striker. They've already got Jesus. Jesus ain't going anywhere anyway. So, and I know what majority of them Arsenal fans want. Majority of them Arsenal fans want Gyokeres. I went to South Africa. They want Gyokeres. Turkish Gyokeres. Most of these man, the Arsenal fans that I've gone to, they have said Gyokeres. Gyokeres. So this is what I'm trying to say to people. It's like, we've got to be on it, bro. We have to be ready, firing. Because this idea of United not buying a striker this summer is crazy. It shouldn't be on the top of our list, but it still is a player or a position that needs filling at his utmost You know, like the level that we need to do in terms of buying a striker is crazy. Big up Violet, bro. Igal doesn't speak for us. Big up Igal, though, man. Guys, how many likes are we on right now? How many likes are we on right now, people? We need 4 players for pre-season. For me, right now, when's pre-season? Pre-season is what? 18th of July, 19th of July. First game against Leeds, 19th of July. So we've got around about 5 weeks, right? Around about 5 weeks until United's first pre-season. United really should be signing a player in that week. And they basically got a month, you know, because at the end of the day, look at Man City already. All their squad has gone to Club America. They've gone to the Club World Cup. They've got Turkey, Nouri. They've got a keeper going there. They've got Reinders going there. Them man have got their team. They probably only need a right back and that's it. They're sorted. They don't need centre-backs. They don't need any more midfielders. They don't need more attackers. They're pretty much sorted. They spent money in the January transfer window. Spent nearly 250 in the January transfer window. That man are sorted, bro. They're doing shit early, and that will tell you a lot about their season. The fact that they signed things early is good as well. Big up to Miller said they had to do business quicker, and they went in January to not comparable, low key. It is. I know it's not, but at the same time, though, I can expect Man United to sign 4 players in a month, though. Can we not expect Man United to go and buy Mbuemo? The problem with us, though, is, guys, yeah, and I think this is a big of a problem for United, though. The problem with Man United right now is that we only know Mbuemo and Gyokeres. We don't know the midfielders, and we don't know maybe another striker coming in or say another player coming through. We need to know, right, if the Gyokeres or the striker market we're trying to bring in is as concrete as we know, and if we know there's any midfielders, because right now at this minute, there ain't no midfielders that we've been linked to, and that is scary. I'll be real with you guys. The fact that we've not been linked with any midfielders, I find very scary. I've told you lot so many times, people, midfielders is a key critical position, like more so than a striker, for being true. And the fact that United have not been linked with a midfielder, like we're being linked with Hackney, but is it really concrete news? I watched Lamine Camara against England, and you know what? Big up to Miller, because Miller's been talking about Lamine Camara for a hot minute. This guy bossed England midfield. Would United go for him? Would United go with that kind of route? I'm not sure, but we are not going into next season with Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. We're not doing that, because everything you do up front counts for nothing. Counts for shit. Honestly, it counts for nothing, people. So at the end of the day, you go and get in a Mbuemo, this, that, the other. Cunha is a good forward step, but you not doing the full job is going to be a big problem for us. And United cannot afford to be doing that this season. It's simply, absolutely, categorically unacceptable for Man United not to be buying any midfielders in the summer. It's not an unpopular opinion. It's the right popular opinion, bro. We need a ball-playing centre midfielder. I would personally love to go and get Wharton, but I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. Guys, can we get to at least 700 likes before we go? We're not going to be wrapping up now, but I'm just letting you know, guys. Make sure we get to 700 likes, people, man. Come on, people. Berta's working on both deals. That's how it works. Arsenal might sign both of them and use Kai as a utility. Utility, I'm not sure about that one. City no 115. Verdict is if they bought 4 players. Not as scary as going into next season with Onana in goal. Can we talk about that as well, guys? What is going on with Onana, bro? The keeper situation's gone quiet as well, guys. There's so many things that have gone quiet, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here, guys? But the Onana situation is getting a bit sticky. We're hearing that from Rob Dawson. And listen, Rob Dawson, what tier is he? You let me know in the chat, but he said here, Andre Onana's under the impression that he will be at Man United next season. He's got 3 years left on his contract. Boy. 3 years left on his contract, people. You know how mad that is, people, to have 3 years left on his contract. He's got 3 years left on his contract. So far, no firm offers have been materialized from tentative interest from Saudi Arabia. I heard Saudi don't want Onana. Why would they want him, bro? Listen, Saudi Arabia are moving crazy this year right now. They've been rejected by. Imagine getting rejected by Osimhen, getting rejected by big players, and then you go to Onana. Like, it's scary, bro. It's actually scary, bro. Like, they might even go for now. Then Saudi Arabians might go for Emi Martinez. They might go for, what's the other brother called as well? The one that's from AC Milan right now. They might go for them sort of players, bro. Why would they go for him? Let's be real. Why would they go for him? It's crazy for us to think that, yeah, they're going to go for him. It's madness, people. It's absolute madness. My sister's Onana. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going on with the Onana situation. I don't know what's going on with the keeper situation. It's very, very quiet. There was some talk about Emi Martinez. That's some talk. That's maybe some news there. But at this minute, nobody wants Onana, bro. And why would you? Why would you want Onana, bro? He's not a great goalkeeper. He literally isn't a great goalkeeper. So why would you want Onana? Do you know what I mean, people? That is a problem that Man United do have, and they need to fix that and sort that out ASAP. You know what I mean? But at this minute, it comes down to the manager just coming out and saying, "Yo, I don't want him." When you have a situation where the manager excludes him from let's say from the tour and says, "Yo, you man stay here. You man stay here." That's what should be happening. The manager should be saying, "Yo, the players that are not wanted, you're not going on tour. Then you go find another club." Simple. PSG did it. PSG did it. Juventus done it. Why can't Man United do it? Why can't Man United say, "You know what? You lot, you're training on your own and you're training separately"? Why? Why? Why can't we do that? Seriously. If other clubs can do that, why can't Man United do that? For me, it just works very, very good, because then, yeah, people might say it might lower the price and whatever, etc., etc. But at the same time, PSG got 50 million out of Ugarte, and he went training for a couple of weeks, and he got 50 million out of him. So I'm sorry, it can work. You just have to be on it, bro. Simple as that. You've got to be on it. It's as simple as that. Leeds United want Petrovic. That's a good deal, to be fair. That's a decent upgrade. Get me Bel Sakin and Akiluchi from Monaco. Yeah, you know what? The guy called Luce, he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. I watched him a couple of times, and he's a techie baller, man. He's a very, very techie baller. Even Højlund, this brother wants to stay as well. What is this wrong with these guys, bro? What's wrong with these guys? Get these guys gone. Inter Milan, please. Please. Come and save us. But then Inter Milan, is he the guy that's going to get them to the next stage? Is it, like, honestly, bro, is he even going to start for Inter Milan? Does he even start for Inter Milan? He's probably thinking to himself, "Yo, why should I go to Inter Milan? Why should I go? I ain't starting over Lautaro Martinez. I ain't starting over Thuram in a midfield in a two. I ain't starting over them two. I ain't starting over Taremi. Taremi's better than him. Why would he go there? Why would he go over there and then find out, oh, you know what, it's not worked out there? He wouldn't know. End of the day, like, as much as I can say to him, you know what, fair enough. At the same time, Italy ain't going to give him the wages. They ain't going to give him the game time. Bro, like, he ain't. Yes, he knows that league. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like, them man are looking to get back to the top, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, them man are looking to get back to the top, bro. So, I just, for me, it's like, it's dark, man. It really, really, as much as I'm still optimistic about this window, and I'm not going too mad, like, you won't see me being as reactionary as I used to be. I'm trying to be a bit more calmer, because you know what it is, guys, yeah? I've seen this being played before, where it's like, we all go mad, yeah? And then you find out that we've actually got the players that we wanted. You know what? It's actually been a fairly good window. You know what? Like, while we were going mad, stuff has happened. Like, maybe we're just very, very almost kind of like, we want things done quickly. And I understand it. We do. You need that demand. But at the same time, it only is the start of the window. When does the window open again? Is it 16th? The window opens back on the 16th of June. When that happens, then I'm looking at, for me, the rest of this month being a key factor of what's to come for Man United. The key factor will be the rest of the month. If we can get the rest of the month sorted out, you know what I mean? the rest of the month, get a few deals, maybe 2 deals by the end of the month. I'm looking at Man United to get 2 deals, whether it's Mbuemo or a goalkeeper, Mbuemo or a midfielder, Mbuemo, or let's say, for example, a striker. I'm expecting Man United in the next 2 weeks, for them to get at least 2 signings in the door. And then in July, we can then expect another 2 to maybe 3 additions in July. That, for me, sounds very, very possible. Man said, we are the Tottenham Fan TV. Hold that hijack. Is that actually the real We Are the Tottenham TV? Let me check. Look at his shameless. Let me see if it's actually these real ones, Let me go on their channel. It is actually the real ones. Ay, ay, ay. That is crazy. You lot really think you're getting him, yeah? You lot really think you're getting him? Man said, hold the hijack. What have I got to hold? Pause. What have you done? Have you made a bid yet? Have you done something yet? Like, what have we got to hold? Like, what hijack? It's Sky Sports News. Are we actually believing Sky Sports News now? Is this what we're doing right now? Is this what we're doing right now? Is this really what we're at right now? Wow. You never put a bid in. At least put a bid in. At least put a bid in. Have you made a bid? Crazy. Man said I'm liking this rivalry. I don't want anything to do with Tottenham. Leave us alone, bro. We ain't your rivals. We don't know you, man. You beat us, that's it. I'm not really looking to have rivals because, bro, by that Super Sport video that's going to be coming out, I'm ashamed of what happened on that day. But you go find out that video when it comes out. But yeah, it went mad on Super Sport. You was moving mad excited for us already. I wasn't moving mad at all. When I'm moving mad, I will have my shades on. Like, do you even have my shades on already? When I'm moving mad, yeah, you will see me with my shades on. Right now, I'm just chilling. I'm kicking back. You know what I mean? I'm kicking back because I'm like, yo, listen, I'm ready. I'm back in Manchester. I'm back to work. Now let's get things done. I had my time off. I hope United went on holiday same time as me. You know what I mean? I hope that Wilcox and them, man, went to holiday the same time as me. I'm hoping that their holiday is over now because I'm back to work. And Ineos, you best be back to work. You know what I mean, bro? Like, you can enjoy yourself. You can relax. Everyone's got the right to 28 days a year, holiday, whatever you want to call it. Like, you all have the right to have your holiday. But it's time to get back to work. It's time to get this squad. Because you guys don't remember, we finished 15th, you know. I'm still hearing 15th. Like, we still got to remember that, guys. We finished 15th. 15th. This ain't no laughing matter, guys. We have to rectify that absolutely horrendous season. The embarrassment. Wallahi, when you actually deep it, yeah, we should have probably had already 3-4 signings done already. If you're being that, you know, if we're being serious. We should have been working overtime. Man should be in the training ground working night and day. Really, if I'm being true to honest with you. We're giving them a lot of benefit of the doubt, you know, really. We are. To have the worst season ever, I need to be seeing what Man City, yeah, finished what? Top 3? When did they finish? 4th? When did Man City finish? 3rd or 4th, guys? Premier League table. Look at the Premier League table. Oh, we're not even... the new Premier League table, guys. We're 14th. Oh, my days. Let me look at the new Premier League table, guys. Yeah, they finished 3rd. 3rd. They finished 3rd. And look what they did. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what hurts me as well, is that man can't even, like, I don't need to praise Man City. They're meant to be like our rivals, but really and truly, when you deepen though, are they our rivals? Can we look at them in a way that we're jealous? Can we look at them in a way that, like, because they're doing what they need to do because they need to get back to the top. They need to get back to where they want. Liverpool are trying to regain, to basically win back-to-back titles. That's what energy you got to do. When I seen Turkey talk about, I wanted Manchester City only, I said, come on, man. He weren't going to talk like that, yeah, if United or someone else came involved straight from the off. If United was serious about Turkey, they would have made that happen. But then he went, oh, well, they suit my style of play. Come on, man. Allow that Turkey, bro. Allow that Turkey. Allow that Turkey. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. If a proper club, if any club came in for him and played that release clause, it would have been done. Florian Wirtz, as much as you know what, as much as we can say they paid a lot of money for him, they've got him over the line. They've got a top player. You know, it might be a lot of money to people, but I'm not going to lie to you, bro. A lot of people will look at the money and be like, yeah, they spent a lot of money. And don't get me wrong. If Florian Wirtz, absolutely crashes, you think we're not going to be there to absolutely cook him? Of course we have. But you know what? If you want the top players in world football, you got to pay the money, guys. I'm being genuinely serious with you. You can go on the banter and talk about how this, that, the other. But if you're a big club now, and if you want the best players in world football, pay the damn money. This ain't no time for, we're going to feel sorry for them. It don't really fit our wage bill. It don't really fit our criteria, what we do things. Get out of here, bro. If you want to do something, you got to get it done, bro. Simple as that. Simple as that, people. It's down to you whether you sell well. And the problem with Man United is that the problem with us, right, guys, everybody looks at Man United and think they look at the big spending. Don't get me wrong. They look at a lot of big spending Man United have done. But you see what we are always not known for is that we don't sell well. If Man United had the ability to sell well, I don't think Man United we'd be looked at this team of, oh, they only come for the wages, or they only come for this, or United paid more money. If United were able to sell well, and get a lot of money back for what they got, we'd actually not be that sort of club that would be looked at and think, oh, but look at them over there. They're a better club, them lot. It's because we don't sell well. Anthony, man, just walking around. What's going on with him? Rashford, I'm seeing him do, like, big up to the brother, but he's putting out training. Bro, like, where's the bid? What's going on here, mate? Where are you going? Where are you going, bro? What's going on, mate? I know you're doing your schedule and that, but where are you going, mate? Can you let us know where you want to go? Like, what's going on there? So cool. Big up to Rashford. Training well, training hard. But where's he going? Garnacho. What's going on with Garnacho? I know he's on holiday right now, but we need to find out where he's going on. We need a cheeky little 50 million bid for that one. I'll be real with you. 45 million minimum. So, people are saying freedom, Mr. Freedom, Sancho, where's he going? You know what I'm saying? What's going on there, bro? You know what I mean? What's Tom saying here now, guys? Look at this Tom's guy saying, Look at what I'm saying, bro. Like, we need to get shit done, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I just for me, it's like, I need to see things getting done. And I think we will get stuff done. And I'm not getting mad. I'm not getting crazily, like, mad. But I just think for me, this summer's a crucial summer. It really, really is. Because I am not letting another season go to waste. We're not going to be that team, bro. I put my neck on the line for this team. Man was on Back Your Chat, and that will come out. Man was on this show. It will, like, bro, I back this team, bro. You know how bad you've got to be? You know how deluded you've got to be to go on these shows, go on these and just say, you know what, well, you've got to come out with a bit of chest. You've got to come out and say, yo, listen, we can still do something here if we spend correctly. The problem is, Ineos have got to be the people that get the stuff done. That's why, for me, it's like Ineos are on fraud watch. I'm not really doing this whole thing of Ineos, this and that. Unless they shows what their intent is, and they talk about Project 28, and they talk about other stuff like that. Unless they tell us what they're on and what they're going to do, there ain't no praise. There ain't no early praise. There ain't. Sorry. So, right now, as it stands right now, Amrin You know me, my thoughts on Amrin. I'm not particularly a big fan of Amrin and what he's done last season, but this is a new year. I can forgive, but I can't forget. Like, I think it's sometimes you can say to yourself, you know what, you can have this energy of, like, for me, my energy on Amrin isn't a case of like the way I felt on the Ten Hag. My thing is with Amrin is like, you need to deliver next season. You haven't shown us anything to back you. A lot of people are using hopium. They haven't given me anything of substantial. They've only said, yeah, let him get his players in. And that's why I've always said, for me, I want everyone out. Ineos out, players out, everyone out. So when I look at it, I'm like, Amrin next season, if he's going to succeed at United, which we all hope he does, every fan wants their manager to succeed well. Because if the manager succeeds well, the club succeed. If the club succeed, we win trophies, etc., etc. But at this minute right now, there is nothing that tells me that we go into next season with not enough backing and not enough whatever, the manager will not succeed. Because we looked at it last season when he had the bare minimum, when he had what he had in his mouth. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, bro. And that is not good enough for this football club. Zaymiasi is on his shisha tonight. He says Gyokeres and Sesko joining Arsenal. Cunha can't save you with that. With Zubimendi, we'll have only one. We'll have one of the best attacks in Europe. Come on, you goddess, have fun with Onana. Look at these guys, bro. Second Ole. You man got cooked in South Africa, by the way. Second again, Ole. And you lot are speaking like this. Crazy. Turkey close chose the best side of Manchester hold. Big up Amir for the super chat. He didn't read my cooking super chat. It wasn't really even cooking, though. What was that? Was that meant to be cooking? Was that meant to be cooking, though? Really and truly, was that meant to be cooking? There is nothing that tells me, even with signs, he won't fuck it up. What has he done so far to show the value as manager? This is what I'm trying to say, bro. What has he shown us? He hasn't shown us anything, bro. That's the problem right now. He hasn't shown us anything that can suggest to me right now that he's going to take this football club back to the promised land. But the problem is, though, I don't want to just focus on the manager. The manager is almost like he's a product of the environment. He's a product of what the backing of a football club. Like, owners can make a manager look good by backing him. The manager right now, if he gets back, there are no excuses. But I just look at the bigger picture and thinking, yo, what can the owners do? What can the owners do to make sure that we as a football club don't fall next season? That's where we're at right now. Other teams around us are strengthening. Maybe not the teams that we're competing against, because City and Liverpool, let's be honest, we're not competing against them. We're not. It's just a reality. They're going for the title. We're going for around top 6. Next season, we're competing against the likes of Brighton, Tottenham again. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but Newcastle, them teams there, Villa, and they're the teams, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, like they're the teams we're going to be competing next season for that top 6. I do believe Man United should be aiming for top 6 next year. They should be. At a bare minimum, top 6 should be aiming. But will we do it? I'm not sure. I still believe in one game a week. I looked at it and I said to myself, top 10 is too easy for this manager. It's too easy for this group of players. I want at least a minimum of top 6 next season. Top 6 minimum. I know it sounds crazy to some, but for me, top 6 should be a minimum next season. Big up Anfield Road. He says, big up, welcome to the UK. And when we're going to Spurs, what's the worst that could happen? Hey, I like that. I can't lie to you. That is crazy. That is crazy. Top 6 not good enough with one game a week. But you've got to be realistic, though. I think for me, that's being realistic, but also knowing that it should be, United should be really minimum top 5 every year. Champions League football every year. At least minimum. But top 6 is to not get top 6 next year. That is ridiculous, people. It really, really is ridiculous. So let's see what they do, man. Let's see what they do. And guys, how many likes are we currently on, people? What is the like situation right now, people? What's the like situation right now? What likes are we on right now, people? We're only on 5, 6, 8, man. Guys, can we get to 700 likes? Can we get to 700 likes? Can we? Could you interview live? We'll get copyrighted, though. That's the problem. The problem with the Cunha interview, we'll get copyrighted. So we can't really play the interview. I would play it, but we will get copyrighted. So you just watch it for yourselves. And yeah, let me know what you think of it. You know what I'm saying to you. I will watch the day in the life of Konya, though. I might watch the day in the life of Konya tonight. But yeah, guys, big up to everyone locked in. First stream, we're going to be back later on tonight, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, guys. I'll be live with a panel. We'll be discussing more news about Man United. But like I said to you people, we're back on the grind. We enjoyed ourselves. We had our fun. But we're back early mornings, tomorrow 9 a.m. You know what I mean? Then we'll be having Club World Cups. Not all of them, but some of them. You know what I'm saying to you? So we will be there, man. The grind is back on. And yeah, love to see it. Konya says, for me, no one else is like United. It's hard to find a way to explain this club to me. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff, man. Lovely, lovely stuff. Exclusive. A Bundesliga club views Cheeto as a major financial prospect compared to future resale of that of Haaland Sesko. Wow. Man United stands to play one developing first-team player. I don't know where he's got that exclusive from. That's crazy. But anyway, guys, big up to everyone who's locked in. And listen, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you checking out the vlogs. That when I was out there in South Africa, the vlogs have been amazing. South African, yeah, it's different, isn't it? Listen, hey, you lot, yeah, we'll leave you on that super chat right there, man. Big up to everyone here. Love each every time. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Trying to get to 160. And I'll see you lot later on, people. We're out. Peace.